Another week awaiting for DLC 16. Yes, we're going to be talking about why DLC 16 has been delayed for Dragon Ball Xenoverse 2 for the dumbest reason. Because in case you didn't know, yes, DLC 16 has been delayed for Dragon Ball Xenoverse 2 for over a month now. Everyone has been waiting for the release of this game for what seems an eternity. And I actually have some bad news. Yes, this DLC pack is officially being delayed. And what you will notice is typically with Dragon Ball Xenoverse 2, we get 2 to 3 DLC packs per year. One for the early winter spring release, one for the summer release, and one for the fall/winter release. Typically they'll break it down to, like that. Either we get a DLC pack in December or January, then we get another DLC pack sometimes in March, April, in that area, and then we can expect another additional DLC pack in the summer, right there in the middle of the year. Perfect for everyone's enjoyment. Well, at this point, they're trying to stretch this DLC pack, and it's actually dumb because it makes no sense. I've racked my brain for every possible reason as to why they would delay this DLC pack, and it makes zero sense. I mean, we still have plenty of ground to cover. I hate that they're relying on movies now to pad out DLC. Because that's evidently what they've been doing for the past several years, ever since the release of Dragon Ball Super Broly, is that they've been largely relying on DLCs based upon the movie. And they got a lot of mileage from Dragon Ball Super Broly, and they still have uncharted avenues as that's concerned. We've all been waiting on Chi-Lai, Ikari Broly, Super Saiyan Broly. Hell, we've been waiting on base form Broly. I would take Paragus at this point. There's plenty of ground to cover with Dragon Ball Super Broly, and there's additional ground to cover with the Dragon Ball Super anime and content like that. I mean, we still have to get Berserker Kale, maybe an additional form of Khalifa. We have Pride Troopers like Coquette and other Pride Troopers like, I don't know, Kasserol that you can potentially put into the game. You have other Tournament of Power characters like Ani Lassa that you can throw in the game. There is content. You have movie characters that have not been added into this game yet that you have content for. Like at this point, we've been waiting on Super 13. And then with that DLC pack, you could also throw in 14 and 15. On top of that, you have the missing super forms of Bojack, you have Zanya, and you could honestly just add the whole Bojack game at that point. There is content on content on content to be added into Xenoverse 2. And don't give me that we're waiting on Xenoverse 3 defense, because at this point, with the way that they've updated Xenoverse 2, Xenoverse 2 is here to stay for a long time, even after the official release of Dragon Ball Budokai Tenkaichi 4. Xenoverse 2 has stood the test of time, and it's just getting a little annoying that we're still waiting on additional DLC to be released. Like at this point, we have no reason not to be getting bi-monthly or monthly releases. I mean, we still have the Gods of Destruction. Like, you can add the other Gods of Destruction with their corresponding angels. Hey, how about we get some like Supreme Kai action? I don't know, like Supreme Kai Shin. Hey, they're pushing Aos a lot in Super Dragon Ball Heroes. How about give some love over here in Xenoverse 2 and add a lawful, good Supreme Kai time that's strictly by the book, as opposed to Crono and her fun-loving, good type of character that's loosey-goosey. I mean, there's tons of characters and potential for Xenoverse 2. I'm waiting for the conclusion where we finally get Toa and Mira back in the story, because Fu has run his course. They're doing this whole maybe he's good, maybe he's evil thing. I mean, you could do a ambiguous story where he just wants his parents back. He's trying to find a timeline or trying to find a way to bring back Toa and Mira. Come on, guys. Quit delaying DLC 16 so we can get to other content. There's more content to do other than just Dragon Ball superhero content at this point. The movie didn't even hit like that. Like, you guys are making us wait because I think they think that it's like that same amount of Dragon Ball Super Broly hype to where they could have just gotten years and years of mileage out of that content. Nah, that's not the case here. Like, Dragon Ball Superhero ran its course. That's why everyone was bored of the manga content, wanted to get past that. We're on to the next thing, Bandai Namco, and you guys need to catch up too, because like you're keeping things down the pipeline. Like there's so much to get to at this point. When are we gonna get to some actual new content for Xenoverse 2? Like, I'm sitting here waiting for the Bardock team. Like, I know for a fact that Fasha and the rest of Team Bardock should have been added into Xenoverse 2 already. They already have the content done, and they just went completely stage shift and just said, okay, no, we're gonna go ahead and focus on Dragon Ball Superhero content, which at the time when they started doing it with Gamma 1 and Gamma 2, it sort of made sense because, okay, well, the movie is still kind of freshly out. The game came out like last year or like at the tip of the beginning of this year. It sort of made sense. But at this point, it's ran its course. What are you guys waiting on? What are you guys waiting on? Instead of just trying to stretch this DLC schedule out just so you can cheese out the rest of the year, be like, okay, no summer release because we just released a DLC pack. See you guys in the winter or the fall, whatever we're going to refer to it as, and just see you guys in 2020. Nah, come on. You can do better than that, Dimps. I know personally that you can do better. But guys, that's been why Dimps has been delaying the DLC pack. They're just trying to get out here with 2 DLCs this year instead of honestly, they should be going above 3, but they want to cheap us out with 2. So that's been the reason. See you guys in the next video.